Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tish and my channel is Tish's Tea, and this is where you can find out all your financial news and all your financial tea. So in today's video, I'm going to speak a little bit about NACA and just piggyback off of the NACA series that I've been vlogging about so far recently. Now, I know, as everybody knows, we're in a recession technically. Inflation is high, the cost of goods and products are going up, and so is the cost of rent. I want to do a video just because I saw someone commenting in a Facebook group somewhere, lamenting about the price of their mortgage being increased by $300. Now, mind you, the price could have increased by $300 because their property value went up, and when that happens, then overall you have to pay more taxes, which could be a good thing for a homeowner who intends to sell, but for one who intends to stay in their home, I can see how that could be a little bit tedious. However, these are the type of things that the NACA mortgage program tries to help people out with, so that you never ever go house poor. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks today as you navigate through the NACA program to be sure that you never end up house poor, or you never end up in a situation where if your mortgage just unintentionally rises due to whatever economic factors are happening around you, that you are always safe and that you are always protected. So, number one, when you're going through the program or even as a new homeowner, always keep in mind extra costs. When you are factoring out how much it is that you can afford, you are supposed to keep in mind 150% homeowners insurance and utilities. You can speak to people in the neighborhood, or you can just Google, what is the average price in utilities in a certain area, and the numbers will be rough, but the estimates will come up and you can always run those. Keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what you can afford. For NACA specifically, keep in mind that NACA has a mortgage calculator online. If you just go to Google and type in NACA mortgage calculator, it will give you a figure. The figure is pretty accurate. When I did my mortgage, the numbers came out to be just about the same, maybe $100 over, I think, which was good because that means I could afford it more. Keep in mind that you could go use the calculator, add in your homeowner's insurance, add in your utilities, and that way you will know what it is that you need. So just in case you have unexpected expenses, you know what your paycheck can afford. Second of all, base your mortgage off of your current rent. If you are in a current rental situation and you're paying $1,700-$1,800, I would use that same NACA calculator, shop around for a home, look at the prices, and just know that if I get a home for $250,000 at 4.7 interest rate, then I can afford $1,700 a month, and I'm still able to save $5,000-$6,000 a month. Absolutely, that's the way you should do it. Now, what if you're in a situation where you're not paying rent, or your rent is significantly lower than the house you are actually able to afford? Again, still double back to that calculator and make sure that you are able to afford it. NACA always wants to know that you are able to have money in your savings every month. But I would take that one step further and say that I have money in my savings, money in emergency fund, and money as a backup still, just because of these economic times that we're going through. Okay. When navigating through the NACA process, my tip number 3 is never hide your expenses. Do not take out loans from friends and family and say, I'll pay you back once this process is done. Do not have anybody cash apping your money secretly. Do not hide your expenses. It is very important that you go through the NACA process with NACA knowing how much exactly you are making, because all that you're doing in the long run is hurting yourself based off of what you think your affordability is, as opposed to what your affordability actually is in reality. And those two things make a very big difference. Okay. My fourth point is, if NACA say you can't afford it, then you probably cannot afford it. Now, on paper, you may be able to afford it. You may have gone to another lender, Bank of America, Navy Federal, Wells Fargo, whomever, where they may have told you that you could afford a mortgage of $500,000. Whereas when you went to NACA, they told you $350,000. The reason why they tell you you can't afford it is so that when economic hardship comes, such as the one that we're going through right now or one that happened in 2008, that you were able to still go through this period and not lose your home like how the housing market crashed in 2008. That is just an effort to protect you in perpetuity from now until the end of your home loan, okay? Also, another thing you may need to factor in is when you go to the hand department. The hand department is a department that determines whether or not you have to make certain repairs, if they need to be included in the cost of your loan, if you need to have a rehab loan, or you could just have a regular loan. If you are fortunate enough to be able to get more money out of the rehab in the hand department, it is my suggestion that you do not try to rehab appliances. Everybody wants the best refrigerator, everybody wants the best microwave, stove, washer, dryer, furniture, new carpeting, new flooring, whatever it may be. It is my opinion that you should not rehab small term items like that, because all you're doing is paying 4.75% for 30 years on a $2,000 refrigerator, and it makes no sense as well. So I know a lot of people like to take more money rather than less money, but it's very important that the things that you can pay for, you should pay for short term, and the things such as your home, keep it. I would say leave rehab to just the actual repairs that you need to make on your home, and not so much to get new carpeting and get new flooring. That you should be able to save for. Have you been saving properly the entire time? Price ahead, again, price ahead for everything. Not just your furniture, not just your flooring, but price ahead for everything. Like I said, that's my final point. Price ahead for homeowners insurance, price ahead for a car, price ahead for furniture, gardening, landscaping. Just price ahead always. And once you price ahead, be a good saver and have your funds. No matter what the economic situation is, you will always be okay. And if the value of your home goes up and your property tax goes up, then that's not something you should be mad about. Now, nobody wants to spend more money out of their pocket, but you definitely want to have more equity in your home so that if you choose to sell, you're not stuck in an area where it takes 50 years to build $50,000. And with that said, those were my 6 points in how not to go house broke while navigating through this NACA process. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my video for more tips. Thank you.